China has once again shown its true face. The same China that talks about friendship, cooperation, and partnership in front of the world is behind the scenes, constantly keeping its eyes on the land of other countries. This habit of China is no longer hidden from anyone, that from time to time it claims that a certain piece of land once belonged to it, and that sooner or later it will take it back. You may recall that some time ago China repeatedly included India's state of Arunachal Pradesh in its maps and even declared that this region is not part of India but belongs to China, which it calls southern Tibet. Now, the matter is no longer limited to India alone. This time, China has also staked a claim on Russian territory. China and Russia, hidden tensions behind friendship. On one hand, China and Russia present themselves as close allies on the global stage. Whether it is Iran, Korea, or forming a diplomatic front against the United States, China is often seen standing alongside Russia. You must have seen images of Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping shaking hands, making claims of cooperation. But behind these smiling photographs lies a dangerous reality. According to recent reports, China has made historical claims over two important Russian regions, Amur Oblast and Vladivostok. China argues that these areas were under Chinese control around 150 years ago, but at that time China was weak and was forced to hand them over to Russia. Russian security agencies on alert. According to a shocking report published in the American magazine Newsweek, Russian security agencies have warned the government that while China appears to be extending a hand of friendship, it is secretly strengthening its grip in these regions. The report states that China is leasing agricultural land near the border. In some areas, it has even purchased land. The objective is to increase Chinese influence in these regions in the future. In 2023, China also laid claim to an island near Amur Oblast, stating that the island belongs to China, not Russia. What does history say? If we look at history, in the 19th century, China was ruled by the Qing dynasty, but it was a period of weakness for China. Britain and France attacked China, and later Russia also took advantage of this weakness as it wanted direct access to the Pacific Ocean. In 1858, under the Treaty of Aigun, Amur Oblast was handed over to Russia. In 1860, through the Convention of Peking, Vladivostok also came under Russian control. China's position is that these treaties were imposed by force, which is why it still considers them unjust. The Alaska example and China's logic. An interesting point is that if China's logic is accepted, then Russia could also claim Alaska, which is now part of the United States. Russia sold Alaska to the US at a very low price, even though it contains vast reserves of oil and gas. But Russia has never reasserted a claim over Alaska, whereas China continuously argues, "We were weak, that's why we lost the land, but now times have changed." A future threat. Russian security agencies have prepared an 8-page confidential report warning President Putin that China could become a major strategic threat to Russia in the future. It should also be remembered that in the 1960s, border clashes between China and Russia had already occurred. The two countries share a border of nearly 4,200 kilometers. Russia's eastern regions are sparsely populated, while the Chinese population near the border is dense. In 2023, China released a new map showing the South China Sea, Arunachal Pradesh,